Hey, welcome back to Finding Truth, where we are looking to find the truth about how much money you have to spend to get a professional quality camera, professional quality images, being able to print the sizes that you would like to print. What does that cost in dollars today? So thanks for checking out the channel, and make sure that you subscribe below and hit that like button. Nothing helps me more than likes to get the videos out to more people, so I really appreciate you guys doing that. And don't forget to hit that bell notification if you want to be notified when I put out new videos. So today what we're looking at is trying to figure out if the new Fujifilm remote application that they put out last month has corrected some of the issues that I had with shooting video with the application. Previously, whenever I shot with the application, the highest quality images that I could get out of the camera in video format were 720p. And I'm hoping that the new app allows us to do it at 1080p. So that's what we're testing today. Let's see if it works out. I'm also going to show you a lot of the color profiles or film simulations that are built into the camera. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Give you an idea of how those affect the final quality of the image. I'm going to show them to you out of camera. I'm not going to color correct them at all or do any type of color grading. It's just going to come to you straight out of the camera. So here we go. I'm also currently using the iPhone app, doing a test to see if the camera itself is now videoing in 1080p while using the new remote app, or if it still records at 720 only when you're using the app. That was definitely an issue for me, which stopped me from using the app, which made it really hard to be able to frame myself. I do have a cure for that coming, not for this camera, but I do have a cure for that coming for my video vlogs, and I'll be doing an unboxing probably Wednesday on that, so keep your eyes open for that video. It's gonna be kind of fun. It is Fujifilm. It's just a little different than what I'm currently using, and maybe a good solution for the budget-minded photographer who wants to be able to take professional photographs, but also wants to be able to shoot at least good quality 1080p while let me rephrase that. Wants to be able to shoot good professional photography, but also wants a camera that is going to be able to shoot quality 1080p for vlogging or just putting images up and videos up on YouTube. So hopefully this is going to make my job a little bit easier. We'll find out on Wednesday, and hopefully everything turns out well. So we'll check this video out. I'm going to say a few more things, but I'll probably shoot without the camera, just to test and see if this is shooting in 1080p properly. So, thank you. Okay, so in that last video I had it set to standard color, and once again I'm still shooting with the phone app, but I've changed it now to have a little bit different aperture, as well as I changed it over to vivid. Now normally skin tones do not look great in vivid. You're going to get a lot of reds and just odd colors that come out, because it exemplifies all of those under skin tones that are the colors underneath your skin that show through. So hopefully it looks all right. I'm going to do one more test with classic chrome real quick, and we'll see how all of these come out, and we'll put them together in a video so you can see all three of the different styles together, as well as testing again to see if it's shooting in 1080p or not. So here comes the next one. Okay, so that's a massive color difference. The classic chrome just gives you nice muted tones. It's pretty good for color grading, so if you enjoy color grading your film, shooting classic chrome will give you more muted tones that you can then pop what colors you would like in your color grading afterwards. So let's see, let's try one or two more of the film styles just so you can see the differences. So here we go. Now obviously you've got your monochrome options, and this is obviously shot in monochrome, so we're just going to see how well that gives you the contrast that you're looking for, whether or not that's there. There's several different monochrome modes, and this is just the standard monochrome with no filter. You have an option for a yellow filter, a green filter, and a red filter, I believe. but I don't really have any green, yellow, or red in this room at the moment, so not really worth testing those out. Let's see, let's try one more with Pro Negative High. We'll give that a shot. And here we are in Pro Negative High color, so hopefully that looks good. This is probably one of the more used film simulations for shooting video. Pro Negative Low we'll try next. That's going to give you a little more muted color, which would give you a little more option when you're color grading, so kind of up to you how you want to use these. And I'm sorry I called it Pro Negative Low, but this is actually Pro Negative Standard. I'm not sure if there is Pro Negative Low. I'll check again real quick. If there is, we'll try it out, but I don't think there is. So this is probably the last test on the color profiles that you can use, or the film simulation profiles that you can use in camera while you're shooting video. Okay, so now that that's done, I just took it back to the profile that I seemed to like the best looking at the image on the phone. So we'll see what it looks like when I get it on the computer and I start working with it. But this is just the soft mode, which softens your colors and softens your image slightly. This tends to be the one that I enjoy working with the most, this or the Classic Chrome. Classic Chrome for color grading, and this for just kind of leaving it the way it is out of camera. Now, when I put these together, I will not do any color grading whatsoever. I'll let you see exactly what they look like coming out of camera. Now, a lot of you have been following my channel now since December, or a few of you, I should say. And you know, we've made a lot of discoveries with this camera as far as what it can do and what it does great and what it can't do and what it does okay. So far I'm extremely pleased with the camera, but as I've mentioned many times, I am having some issues with shooting video with the camera. Anytime I use the cell phone app as a external monitor, I end up with just 720, and that's not quite good enough for what I want to do. So hopefully what I have coming on Wednesday will change that up so that I can shoot 1080p with a monitor and a microphone and be able to see what I'm shooting from the camera. This is going to help also when I'm using my manual lenses so that I can get things in focus before I actually start shooting, and then know that they're in focus when I'm done. Right now it's a guessing game. I normally set something up about the same distance from the camera, focus on that, and then go get into position and just pray that it's actually focused. I have failed drastically on some of my attempts. So we'll have to see how that works out. I'm not sure how the camera's doing today as far as following my face for staying in focus, but according to my little monitor here, it seems to be doing a fairly good job. It's just really hard to see on a little screen. So hopefully everything's turning out good. You know, once again, thanks for checking out the channel. Thanks for the support and the comments and the questions that I've been receiving. You guys have been awesome. If it wasn't for you, I would have quit doing this probably after my second video. So I'm glad some of you are getting a lot of help out of this, and I'm glad some of you are saving some money and enjoying the products that you're picking up. I don't have any affiliates. I don't have any affiliate links. I don't do this to try to make money off of your purchases. I just do this to try to help you guys save money, as well as help myself save money. So some of these videos are made selfishly, where I'm really talking to myself and going through what I've figured out and kind of reinforcing my understanding of what I'm doing with these cameras and why I purchased them in the first place, and what the savings was, and what I would get if I spent a little bit more money. Now that's an option. It's always an option to spend more money, but it's not an option that I would like to choose. It may be one that I end up choosing. I may end up having to get a newer camera to get all of the options that I want, but we shall see. I'm still not giving up on this X T1 yet. This is a phenomenal camera. I am blown away by the image quality. When I compare it to the images coming out of the X-T3, I actually prefer the X-T1. The X-T2 is a different story. I think the X-T2 does produce slightly nicer images than the X-T1. Not image quality wise, but just for working with, because they are a larger image. but I don't feel like the newest chip in the X-T3 is producing quite the same quality of image that we're getting out of the X-T1 and the X-T2 and the X-T20. Now I'll have to see if the new firmware is going to increase that image quality or the color science and make it have more of that Fuji feel. But the newest chip seems to have lost a little bit of the Fuji magic, as we call it. You know, nobody really knows where that magic comes from or why, because they're still using the same overlay on the sensor for the colors. They're still using the same color science. It's just a newer chip with a few more pixels, and it just doesn't seem to have that magic, the magic that we're all used to when it comes to Fujifilm. So hopefully they'll be able to correct that with a firmware update. And Fuji is the best in the business, in my opinion, when it comes to dropping new firmware and helping their customers get the most out of their purchases they've already made, which is, again, unheard of. What company gives you more for money that you've already spent? Very few, very few. But Fuji is on the leading edge of that, and I am super excited to be part of that new revolution of supporting products years after production. You know, this camera is a 5-year-old camera, still heavily supported by Fujifilm. Still every 3 or 4 months there's a firmware update coming out for this thing. It's quite amazing. So I hope for those of you that have picked up the Fujifilm X T1 after watching these videos, I hope you're still enjoying it. I hope that you agree with what I've been saying. I'd love to hear some more of your viewpoints. I know there's at least 3 of you out there that have purchased this camera based on my channel. And I've loved hearing from you guys and how excited you were when you picked them up, but I'd love to hear some updates of what you're getting out of them. Maybe drop some pictures down below and show us some of the images, or link to your channel, because I would love to see some videos that you're shooting. And once again, just thanks for the support. I hope you guys all have a great day.